Well, we got Roger Waters here. We'll let Roger speak right now. Good to see you, brother.
I bet you're relieved.
Thank you for relieving me of my duties. So let's hear about the pigs.
Point that over there. Just twist it.
Right. 1, 2. Cap. Hang on a minute. This needs a bit of bass player. Hold on. Master. Love that. Turn that down. Bass. We need to. Oh, bugger it. I can't be bothered. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, well, never mind. Somebody's shouting instructions to me. I love that.
The video display is coming soon.
Okay. I can't hear. Hey, Sophia. Hey, baby. It's my goddaughter.
Say hello.
We've never met.
That's your godfather.
Hey. Come here, beautiful. Oh. Well, how weird it is to be here at the seat of government. I assume this is the seat of government. Where are we? Where is this? Does anybody know? I know we're in Washington, D.C.
Yes.
Excellent. A bit of help from a chap over here. Well, welcome, everybody. I always feel a bit Henry V on occasions like this. I feel like making the Agincourt speech, but I can never remember it. But there's something about we happy few, we band of brothers, and there are those abed in Lincolnshire tonight who will consider themselves accursed they were not here. Because I'm always a bit surprised that there aren't several 100,000 people in front of me at one of these things. We really should be out on that piece of grass where the Washington Memorial is, and there should be 1 million of us standing there, flabbergasted that this extraordinary travesty is taking place under our very noses. And yet, in the corridors of power, they apparently can't even sniff it, the stink of rotten meat that's under their noses, and the abrogation of anything that one might consider the proper rule of law is thrown out of the window because it's Julian Assange, and Julian Assange was the distributor of some inconvenient truths, and on the basis of that alone, nothing to do with Magna Carta or the rule of law or liberty or democracy or any of those things that our masters claim to hold dear pertain in this situation. So we're about 100, I would guess, making a rough head count. A bit like it was several months ago, a year ago maybe. How long ago was it, Max, Randy? On 2nd Avenue when we stood outside the British Embassy complaining to Priti Patel and her, or how it was 2.5 years ago that we were in Parliament Square in London, having a word with the idiot Boris Johnson, who has now left office, I believe, which is a very good thing, only to be replaced by somebody who will probably be a lot worse. What else is there to say about Julian Assange today? What? You are teaching me how to use a fucking microphone. Thank you, madam. No, I'm sorry if I was too close. It's a trick, isn't it? You have to be really close, but see, where I come from, you need your lips to be touching it, or it ain't gonna work. What was I saying? Something about Julian Assange. It's all very well for me to be jokey and exchanging technical expertise with members of the audience about microphones, But Julian is still in Belmarsh prison, and he's still en route to being extradited to the United States so that the government of the United States can kill him in private. We're still here on the street, making our protest whenever we get the opportunity, with Randy and Sophia and Max and the rest of the team. I believe I watch Stella as much as I can whenever she makes one of her speeches. She must be getting pretty fed up with saying the same thing over and over and over and over again, and always being exactly correct and right about absolutely everything that she says, to no effect. None of this prevails upon any of the arseholes and idiots walking up. Oh look, there's Randy's truck. Free Assange now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, Randy.
Well done, Randy. I believe it's now we have to go, or they have to go, the legal team are moving on towards the European Court of Human Rights. I don't know when that is going to be. I'm not au fait with all the dates, but it will be. But the unfortunate thing is that it will probably not be for a year or 2 years or something like that, all of which time Priti Patel or whoever her successor is will keep Julian banged up in Belmarsh, getting sicker and sicker and sicker. They're pushing him closer and closer to death. What more can we do? Nothing more. Everybody here and everybody listening to this, all you can do is keep doing what you're doing. Never ever shut up. Never be quiet. Raise your voices. Join the choir. Free Assange.
Free Assange!
Free Assange! Okay, so what else can I say? I don't know. I'd love to stand here and chat with you all day, but I have to fly to Raleigh tomorrow to do a gig, and I'm supposed not really to use my voice at all. But in defense of Julian Assange, and in defense of the truth, and in defense of liberty, and in defense of democracy, I'm really happy to be here using my voice up with we happy few we band of brothers and sisters. That's all I've got to say. Yeah, why should I care about Julian Assange? Shall I put this on?
That's for you.
Okay.
Thank you, Roger. I love you.
Hey, well, obviously I love you all too. And I'm happy I could pop down here today. And now I have to go off to a studio to work on a piece of music. I'm not quite sure why, but there is a rhyme and a reason to it. So free Julian Assange today. I appeal to, what's the asshole's name? Merrick Garland. Is he the one who we should be? Merrick Garland, do your job. It's so obvious what the right thing to do. I've told the story again and again and again, and I'll tell it to you, Merrick Garland. This is what my mother said to me when I was 13 years old, and I was struggling with something. She looked at me and she said, "What's up with you?" And I said, "I'm struggling with something, Mum." And she said, "Let me tell you something, Roger. All through your life you will struggle with difficult questions. It's going to happen again and again and again. When you do, I have some advice for you. I want you to look at the question from all sides. Read everything you can get your hands on. Read about it. Listen to all opinions. Look at the question from every possible side that you can. When you have done that, you will have done all the heavy lifting. The hard work is over. The next bit is easy." "What's the next bit, Mum?" And she looked me in the eyes and she said, "Do the right thing." Merrick Garland, do the right thing. Free Julian Assange at lunchtime today, please. I think that's all I have to say. Thank you all for turning up today. It's so important that we gather in these for these occasions, and we are happy to be here. Randy, well done with the truck going round and all the signs and everything.
We had to take down your sign today because it was for last night.
Yeah. You
What a
won't see
great
anything.
show it was. That was the
That was
best
awesome.
show.
Fantastic. First real concept for
Do you think Jeff Bezos will have pictures of us in the Washington Post tomorrow morning? I kind of doubt it, that fucking prick.
In the help wanted section. You need to bring Drake on stage to get him to do that.
Yeah. All right, well, Max, thanks for having me. Randy, thanks for... Thank you all. I love you all. Okay, I'm out of here.
What do you think of Rubio? Hey guys, here. See? Go this way, Roger.
Thank you, Roger.
This way.
Freedom! Freedom!
Hey, Mark, Kate. You guys gonna walk? Hey, get your back.